Hey, what's going on, you guys? Hey, welcome back to another episode of iTrek. Big shout out to all the iTrek fan, man, that is tapping in at this very moment. Man, I appreciate you guys. And if this is your first time here, what we like to do is take a look at the most interesting and creepy videos from all around the internet. If you haven't already, go ahead and smash that like button for me. Smash that subscribe button if you're not already a part of the iTrek fam. And let's just go ahead and jump right into it.
Did you hear what's being built in the US right now?
Stargate. Put that name down in your books, because I think you're going to hear a lot about it in the future. A new American company that will invest $500 billion at least in AI infrastructure.
The data centers are actually under construction. The first of them are under construction in Texas, the Abilene location, which is our first location.
Abilene is a town on the western central plains of Texas. We kind of scratch and fight for everything good that comes our way.
I had people reaching out and they said, well, is the president going to come see you? And I said, well, he hasn't texted me yet. So.
I'm thrilled we get to do this in the United States of America. I think this will be the most important project of this era.
Welcome to Abilene, Texas. This is the site of Project Stargate, a very mysterious, much talked about, much speculated about project that brings together OpenAI, SoftBank, Oracle. If it all comes together, building after building on this red dirt behind me will be filled with chips that'll power the AI revolution.
What we're undergoing right now is sort of the largest infrastructure build in human history. It's going to create new ways of doing business, it's going to create new ways of invention, and it's going to really drive humanity forward.
So the food and water supply are tainted and poisoned. And instead of doing something about that, $500 billion, I'm pretty sure could even feed the world fully organically. We're doing AI stuff. And you don't think there's an agenda going on here? If you want to hear the other side of the story that goes a lot deeper than this, comment the word Rumble below and I'll send you a link to my live stream channel. It's free speech, free to download, and free to watch. Comment Rumble, check your DMs, make an account, follow me there, and turn on live notifications so you catch my upload.
Remember, pay attention, y'all. They have to let us know first before they can do anything to us. That's heavenly rules, right? That's how God laid it out for these little demon mother. They can't with us without letting us know that they're about to with us.
I was kind of going through a period. I was having a struggle with hopelessness.
Oh, okay.
And it was just really, the world is in a dark place.
Yeah.
Why did Malcolm Jamal Warner, who was rescued by onlookers, die after receiving treatment from the Red Cross?
Then let's go to the date he actually died on, which is July 20th, which is the 201st day of the year. Yeah, can anybody tell me why The Cosby Show ran for a total of 8 seasons, equaling 201 episodes?
They're gonna come for you. You're too clean for this game. That's what Eddie Griffin told Malcolm Jamal Warner, not in an interview, in private. It was a warning from a real friend. And now Malcolm's dead, drowned in the ocean while on vacation in Costa Rica. But the way the story flipped around, it's sketchy as hell. First they said he died saving his daughter. That version was everywhere. Headlines, social media, all of it. It was literally Us Weekly that claimed that Malcolm was trying to save his daughter from riptide before he drowned. But suddenly the story changed and now they're saying Malcolm's daughter wasn't even in the water with him when he drowned. And then what's also suspicious is that Malcolm's wife wasn't with them that day, but we're supposed to believe Malcolm took his 8-year-old daughter to swim on a dangerous beach with no lifeguard presence and warning signs everywhere.
Hey, now check Eddie Griffin out trying to get on this Cat Williams type of time, right? It's crazy. The media will definitely twist and turn a celebrity death to make you feel like there's some kind of conspiracy going on. And there very well might be. Let me know what you think.
You think witches are bad? Wait till you meet a warlock. They don't offer apples. They offer power. And they don't seduce you with beauty. They tempt you with everything you've ever wanted, then watch you destroy yourself chasing it. A warlock won't curse you from a distance. He'll sit across from you, shake your hand, look you dead in the eyes, and take something you didn't know you had. And you'll thank him for it. He speaks in riddles, but his deals are clear. Give him your loyalty, your secrets, your trust, and in return, you get to live. Not in peace, but in chaos. The kind that feels like winning right up until your whole world burns. Ever met a man who walks into a room and the lights flicker? Who never blinks but makes your skin crawl with just a glance? That's not a vibe. That's a signal. He's already marked you Not to kill you. That would be too easy. He wants you to suffer, to unravel, to beg. Because warlocks don't feed on blood. They feed on ruin. So go ahead and laugh at all the fairy tales, mock the idea of dark magic and ancient pacts. Just know this, witches may haunt your nights, but a warlock, he'll own your soul. Stay blessed, my friends.
All right, look, here's the second one. This is the same, I got from the same gas station. I'm gonna open it. Okay, you see it on camera. It's open. It had a psst sound, so you know that it's legit. And let's see if there's anything bad in it. This one looks pretty clear, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, never mind. I saw it. Look, there it is. Arizona, you gotta recall your drinks. This is terrible. Look at all that. Oh my goodness, look, it's hanging. Look at that. That's the tab, but it's hanging off the tab. That's disgusting. Oh my goodness, look at this. Look at all that. Arizona, fix your drinks. Holy crap. I love your drinks, but like, I don't know if I could do this anymore. This is terrible. Anything else in the can? I don't know, there's some like foam or whatever. But like, look. Look at that. That's disgusting. Look at it go down the sink. Watch the chunks. Oh my word. That's terrible. Fix your drinks.
Arizona iced tea used to be one of those drinks that could do no wrong. But I definitely will stop buying it if I find anything like that in my Arizona. I ain't gonna lie to you.
How about Taco Bell? Taco Bell puts essentially sand.
Bro, hey.
No, silicon bicarbonate, I think called silicon. Their beef filling, they're not allowed to call it beef filling. They have to call it taco filling because
it's not beef.
The beef has silicon in it to make it fuller and more, look it up.
36% beef, 64% is made with fillers. How would you doubt that?
Hey y'all, pause what you're doing right now because I need y'all to tell me what the heck is this? What is this? Do not tell me this is normal. Do not say this is a shelf cloud. Don't tell me this is a roll cloud or whatever they're trying to call it, y'all. This is not normal, y'all. Never in my life have we ever seen anything like this, y'all. Why does this thing look like a cosmic steamroller, y'all? What is this about? And how is this possible? How is this possible? Look at this, y'all. Here's another angle of it manifesting out of the ocean. It's literally coming out of the ocean, y'all. So when they told us that the ocean is space, it really is space, because look at this, y'all. And now, y'all, ain't no way. Y'all just seen that thing literally come out of the ocean. Remember a few months ago, all the UFOs and the UAPs that were coming out of the ocean? And this thing just came out of the ocean? Look how monumentous this thing is. Is that even a word? I just made it up today because this is... What is this? Look at that. Oh my goodness, y'all. What an amazing time to be alive. This is crazy. Look at the way this thing is rolling in, y'all. Look at this. This is why they can't predict the weather anymore, y'all. These things do whatever they want. They roll in whenever they want, y'all. There is absolutely nothing normal about this. This is some Elemental movie type stuff, y'all. Remember in the movie Elemental, the clouds were literally walking on Earth? This is exactly what's happening right now, y'all. This thing literally came out of the ocean and now it's coming onto Earth. If this right here don't make you question what world we're living in and we're in another universe right now or a parallel reality, y'all.
Now, I know somebody in the iTrack fam has got the answers to this, so definitely drop it down below and let me know.
Jeremy Corbell told us this would happen.
All indications, like all of them, is that that lie is going to be that there is a craft slowly making its way to us here on Earth. And that is the lie they're going to want you to believe.
This was 6 months ago. And now what is all over all the headlines? There is a giant craft making its way to Earth. This isn't disclosure. This is the setup. If Corbell was right, we are watching the playbook unfold in real time. The question really is, if the craft is the lie, then what is already here or happening?
Now, I definitely have a few videos that go over that craft or that asteroid that's headed towards Earth. But it's funny because there's no coincidences. You know, how did that guy know that 6 months prior there would be a situation like this? It's pretty crazy. It's either, you know, extreme propaganda or, you know, something really is headed towards Earth. But let me know what you think.
The movie Little Nicky came out November 10th, 2000. The DVD with a different cover came out April 24th, 2001. This was 11 months before. This was 5 months before. And notice the tail is pointing where something should be, and his hair is covering one eye. Worth noting, it's called Little Nicky because Nick is a nickname for the devil. Nick is a nickname for the devil. Nick, nickname. I digress. The DVD movie cover, his wings have a 33. This is what you get if you mirror the movie poster. And then while mirrored and adjusting the contrast upside down, you have this face with horns. And maybe a coincidence, but based on other posters, probably not. How about the movie poster for Frozen? Is this face and the snowflake a coincidence? Is it a coincidence that it not only has a long face like a Baphomet, but has what resembles this as well? And centered over the word Oz.
So y'all, on the Spanish network, they are playing this video that is actually going viral and what to do in case you start hearing the trumpets. You know, like the end time trumpets, y'all. And I got the video and I translated to English, but listen to what they have to say, y'all. Check this out.
Should you do if you hear the trumpets? Don't go out. Lock doors and windows securely. Don't look up. Don't try to record the sound or share it on social media. The signal has already been detected by international systems, and it doesn't come from any human or meteorological source. The sound has been recorded at multiple frequencies simultaneously, and its unique pattern fails to match any known type of musical instrument. If you're among the first to hear it, make sure to stay away from other people as soon as possible. Please do not engage in conversation with anyone who claims to have fully understood the message. If nonsensical phrases begin to repeat softly or in sync throughout the tranquil nighttime hours, please ensure that you leave immediately. Don't follow those who move toward the sound's origin. They no longer respond. If your house starts to tremble slightly or if the lights suddenly begin to dim, please locate a place without windows and maintain complete silence during your stay there. Don't respond to any external calls, even if you recognize the voice, especially if it comes from above.
Hold on, y'all. It sounds exactly what that movie Bird Box been telling us. Like whenever they open up their eyes and look in the sky, they start to go crazy. Y'all see the eyes? Y'all see the eyes, right? It's in the eyes. So yeah, man, that video's going viral on the Spanish network, so I thought I'd share it with you guys. But what do you guys think, man? We must be close to something because there's a lot of energies within the air. But yeah, y'all, let me know down in the comments below, y'all. Like, follow, and share for more videos like this. Let's continue to get this shift. Peace in.
And that message that we just heard sounds like complete bipolar opposite of what it's talking about in the Bible, as far as last days and the trumpets that's supposed to sound off in the sky. So it's a lot of weird stuff going on, but definitely let me know what you think.
On Jesus coming back. Please. Did you guys hear about this guy, Young-hoon Kim? He is a South Korean, the smartest man in the world right now, has the highest IQ. I think his IQ is 276. He just said this pretty recently. I don't guess, I calculate, and I say with full certainty, Jesus Christ will return in this generation.
I'm down for that. I'm not looking forward to what comes before, but I'm down for that.
Dude with the highest IQ, he's like, I don't guess, I just calculate.
Yeah.
And he said his reasoning was based off of things happening, scientific facts, and looking at ancient prophecy.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I don't calculate. I do calculate, I don't guess. Jesus is coming back to this generation.
Okay.
So
let's just get right with the big man.
Get right with the big man.
You got to.
Jesus is the only way.
Yep.
Aleister Crowley is the key to understanding that most of the technology we have today, this alien agenda, all goes back to him.
Okay, so it says Aleister Crowley was an English occultist, philosopher, ceremonial magician, poet, painter, novelist, and mountaineer. He founded the religion of Thelema, identifying himself as the prophet entrusted with guiding humanity in the Aeon of Horus in the early 20th century. prolific writer, he published widely over the course of his life. Born to a wealthy family in Royal Lamington Spa, Warwickshire, Crowley rejected his parents' fundamentalist Christian Plymouth Brethren faith to pursue an interest in Western esotericism. He was educated at Trinity College at the University of Cambridge, where he focused his attentions on mountaineering and poetry, resulting in several publications. Some biographers allege that he was recruited into a British intelligence agency, very interesting, further suggesting that he remained a spy throughout his life. In 1898, he used the esoteric Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, where he was trained in ceremonial magic by Samuel Liddell McGregor Mathers and Alan Bennett. He went mountaineering in Mexico with Oscar Eckenstein before studying Hindu and Buddhist practices in India. In 1904, he married Rose Edith Kelly and they honeymooned to Cairo, Egypt, where Crowley wrote down, quote, the Book of the Law.
Elon Musk's grandfather was Joshua Haldeman, who was a bigwig in something called Technocracy Inc., which got shut down. He wanted to create a society in which there were no politicians, there were no elections, there were appointed technocrats and bureaucrats. And he was a big supporter, it seems, of Hitler. The Technocracy Inc. produced a map, what they call a technate, and it went from the north of South America, including Venezuela, which Trump is very focused on, Panama, Mexico, United States, Canada, and Greenland, which is kind of extraordinary when you see what's happening with current events. When Technocracy Inc. was shut down in Canada, he went to South Africa, and he's a big supporter of apartheid. Elon Musk, born in South Africa. David Sachs, the AI czar of Trump, born in South Africa. Peter Thiel, massive connections to South Africa and to what is now Namibia. Another guy called Botha was related to Pik Botha, the last foreign minister of the apartheid regime. And then they all come together in America, together.
There's a whole lot of intertwining and connections going on there. I don't know if you were paying attention though.
Who owns Kai Cenat? What actually got him so many connections at 23? Same company that manages Mr. Beast, Hassan Piker, Costco guys, and Drewski. Night Media's president, Ezra Cooper Stein. Their biggest investor, Peter Chernin. Kai is also managed, partially owned by United Talent Agency. Their founders are Jeremy Zimmer, Jim Burkus, Peter Benedict. Guess what every single person I mentioned has in common? Why do you think Kai...
Fast forward a couple years and there's a 30-year-old man with red hair who's flossing on Jimmy Fallon. Normal people are like, why is there a 30-year-old man with red hair flossing on Jimmy Fallon? And suddenly out of nowhere, this Jewish kid pops up and changes streaming forever. He's playing 2K and LeBron James calls him up. The biggest rappers are pulling up to freestyle. This kid is making more money than the celebrities coming on his stream. He's bringing on cute girls to flirt. He's joking late night with his friends. He's doing what regular people do. Suddenly, Twitch isn't autistic and gender fluid anymore. Suddenly, Twitch is mainstream. Then naturally, this kid starts maturing and learning about the world. How politics and fake morality extend far beyond just the government. How the entertainment industry is held together by fake friendships. To make it on Twitch,
what if the real enemy of humanity isn't devil, but an ancient intelligence that hijacks systems, not souls? Let me show you the figure nobody talks about deeply enough, Ahriman. In ancient Zoroastrian cosmology, Ahriman or Angra Mainyu isn't just a villain. He's the principle of untruth. He doesn't tempt you with chaos. He builds systems so sterile and orderly they suffocate spirit. He's not fire and madness, he's cold logic, automation, artificial control. The perfect bureaucracy, the dead machine. Esoteric thinkers like Rudolf Steiner believed Ahriman was real and preparing to incarnate, not as a beast, but as a rational genius, a man of science, tech, and order, who offers humanity efficiency at the cost of inner life. The Ahriman doesn't erase your soul, he makes you forget you had one. Every time you nudge to distrust intuition, to obey the algorithm and to replace real connection with digital dopamine. That's his influence. Not flashy, but invasive and systematic, almost invisible. This isn't about religion, it's about metaphysical infiltration. What if the reason everything feels numb, repetitive, and synthetic? It's because we're being trained to prefer what Ahriman would build, predictable, productive, and empty. He doesn't come with horns, he comes with upgrades, and we download him willingly.
Scientists may have found proof of the soul, and breathwork might help you experience it. What if death isn't the end? A new study by Stuart Hammeroff found something incredible. Right after we die, the brain releases a burst of energy, could be evidence of the soul leaving the body. Hammeroff recorded electrical activity in the brains of dying patients and found that even after the heart stopped, there was a surge of gamma synchrony, the same brainwave linked to conscious thought and perception. This has huge implications for spirituality. For thousands of years, people have described near-death experiences, out-of-body sensations, and mystical awakenings. And now, science might be catching up. But here's the thing, you don't have to die to experience it. A study by Ahriman found that nearly 80% of people practiced conscious connected breathwork, CCB, reported a mystical experience. Further to this, an EEG study measuring brainwaves of people doing CCB by Bahi et al. Found increases in the same gamma brainwaves as Hammeroff recorded in the dying. CCB changes brain chemistry, shifting perception and altering states of consciousness. People report visions, deep emotional breakthroughs, and profound senses of connection. Many say these experiences lead to lasting improvements in mental well-being, self-awareness, even a reduced fear of death. So maybe the biggest breakthroughs in consciousness aren't coming from therapy, self-help, or medication, but from exploring altered states within ourselves. If a dying brain can reach this state, imagine what a living one can do.
Marilyn Manson is finally getting exposed for all of the demonic works that he's done, okay? There's a woman who is going to give a testimony about some of the heinous things that she had to endure by Marilyn Manson. Not only her, but other people too. And not only that, you're going to hear out of Marilyn Manson's own mouth how he disrespects God and the Bible, and also how he's trying to effectively pursue the will of Satan in this world, okay? I do think that this is one of the most demonic people in the music industry, and after this video, you're going to see why, okay? Before we hop into this video, do me a quick favor, hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm so that this video can reach more people like yourself. I truly appreciate you guys. Let's go ahead and hop in.
Can we take a minute to talk about what's really going on with Marilyn Manson? Because behind all the makeup, theatrics, sold-out arenas, is a decades-long pattern of exploitation and abuse, and he's still walking free. Remember Bianca Elaine Kine? In 1995, she was just 16 and invited onto his tour bus after a concert, but then she was laughed at and threatened with death if she ever spoke up. And it wasn't a one-off. He's been accused of targeting minors who trusted him at his shows. Then there were all those crew members, security guards, who say he hurled mic stands at them, forced their heads into his gyrating and even pled no contest to felony sexual conduct in 2001. Evan Rachel Wood, the famous actress, had the courage to testify before the California State Senate about the abuse she experienced, beatings, electric shocks with a violet wand, and the way he'd tie her up to prove her loyalty. That occurred while she was in a relationship with him from 2007 to 2010. And let's not forget Esme and Bianco's horror stories of being chased with an axe, starved, drugged, and tortured, or Ashley Walters being forced awake for 48 hours straight, whipped and shoved into walls. Every time a survivor stepped forward, Manson quietly settled or paid a fine. And he kept his stage lights on. So come on, this isn't just rock star drama.
This man is a monster. He's a complete monster, okay? And when you hear him talk, and you don't even have to be in the same room as him to see and to even feel the demonic presence that lives inside of him. It's real. But first, I want to show you guys this video of a woman who details exactly what took place between her and Marilyn Manson and how this affected her in her life, okay? This is crazy, but this lets us know that some of these people in the music industry are extremely, extremely demonic and evil, and they love to do this stuff.
Now, you see some celebrities getting crucified over freak-offs, and here we are, we have Marilyn Manson apparently doing much worse.
In the footage, they carefully check under each stall, confirming that the bathroom is completely empty.
Like, there's nobody in here. You could come around and shit. I don't even know, bro,
But just as they turn around to look back at the stalls, something truly eerie occurs.
I don't know, but That shit mad weird. What the What the
Visibly startled, the camera holder abruptly ends the clip.
I don't know, but that shit mad weird. What the What the
But the footage becomes even creepier when slowed down, brightened, and zoomed in. In the enhanced view, a dark head-like shape can clearly be seen peering out from the stall door as it opens.
They keep saying Memphis is Egypt. We're over here at the grotto, the Crystal Grotto, and I just found that. That's insane.
Now, I'm gonna need all the iTrack fam in Memphis to let me know if that's a thing, man. I know Elon Musk has his factories over there, but do they really consider it Egypt over there? Let me know.
One of the only examples in ancient Egypt we find a depiction of childbirth, and this is extremely unusual. But we also find instructions for the correct position for a woman to be in during childbirth. This is yet another example of their advancement in the medical field. As well as this, we find depictions of medical tools used for surgery, along with inscriptions that talk about the surgeries performed.
If you thought Ouija boards were weird, wait until you learn about checkerboards. It's no coincidence that they often show up in kids' movies, which is creepy, but we'll talk about that more in a minute. They're also seen in the occult, magic tricks, Freemason lodges, ancient temples, and pop culture. But why? What no one tells you is that checkerboards are ancient symbols. Ancient cultures like Old Egypt and Persia were obsessed with it. It typically represents light and dark, good and evil, the seen and unseen. This contrast, called duality, contends that two opposing forces control the universe. Duality is logically flawed because good can exist without evil. Typically, duality is used to degrade good and elevate evil. As the Satanists say, as above, so below. Checkerboards are often used in children's movies, and I'll let you conclude the obvious reason. Maybe most famously, it appears in Harry Potter's Wizard's Chess scene. It's also found in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Alice in Wonderland, Toy Story, Stuart Little, Through the Looking Glass, just to name a few. Checkerboard is often associated with the occult, so is it random that it appears in so many children's movies? Or is there a sinister motive behind it? Some argue that it's a conditioning mechanism, subtly used to introduce ideas of dualism and occultism to the young. Others argue that it's nothing more than a symbol of the conflict occurring on screen. Either way, there are ancient meanings behind the checkerboard pattern, connecting ancient religions to the modern day.
There's no value to plastic. Once it's done being used, we don't care, we want to get rid of it. But I knew plastic is made of petroleum, crude oil. Going back to the energy thing, energy can't be destroyed nor created, so I'm like, well, that's untapped potential energy right there. Humanity! I told the world I would do it. I told the world I would do it. And I am doing it. I am on track to build the world's very first solar-powered, continuous, microwave, pyrolysis reactor. And we got all the solar panels. This machine here will take plastic waste and harness the rays of the sun to destroy every trace of plastic and microplastics, while at the same time making fuel that can go in gasoline and diesel engines without modification for a price of less than $1 a gallon, thanks to these solar panels.
I've been doing a little bit of homework on this guy, and apparently he has come up missing. But it's no surprise, I have a ton of videos of people that have invented very cool things that would change many lives here on Earth, but they don't get a chance to make it. So I'm definitely going to be following up, and we're going to see what's going on with this guy.
This is what's happening with UPS.
UPS is looking to slash about 20,000 jobs and close dozens of facilities.
And that's a wrap, Jack. UPS is offering buyouts to drivers for the first time in 117 years. And you can thank tech and AI for that one.
If you have 5 years of service, you're going to receive $1,800 per year of service as the buyout.
They're going to get rid of 22,000 of you. Regardless of what you say, the union is not going to be able to do anything. Are your skills transferable?
They are getting autonomous vehicles ready, even at UPS.
UPS has begun testing autonomous electric shifters. So this is what the shifters actually look like. UPS have said the shifters will be driven first, and later on this year will be tested autonomously as well.
Then you say, what about the loaders though? We need the truck loaders. Who's going to load the trucks? On this side, these are these autonomous, you can see them, they're loaders. They're just autonomously loading. The other guy's a forklifter. It takes him 50 minutes to load with a forklift. It takes these autonomous little robots 6 minutes. So you just back up to the loading dock. This whole entire tray just pushes the whole entire load in. This takes about 5 minutes. And then it just pulls back out and the truck goes off. They already have the setup for all of it.
Hey, we're all just gonna look up one day and just have nothing to do.
According to the uploader, a series of 4 photos taken for a New Jersey property listing appear to document the formation of a full-bodied apparition, caught unintentionally by a realtor's camera.
But on the 4th picture in the series, or the last one in the series, whatever you want to call it, we can see this full-bodied apparition.
The images, intended to showcase a home's interior, seem to capture something no one expected. A white mist forming near a bar stool, followed by the appearance of a clearly defined white figure sitting at the same spot.
They would be taking pictures with nobody in it. So there is no explanation for why this all-white figure is in the last picture sitting at the bar.
Hey, he was just trying to get some photos and end up snapping a pic of a ghost trying to get his drink on, man. That's funny.
Ready to test your intuition today? This is an intuitive exercise. Behind this card, there is a fruit. I really want you to open up your awareness, and I want you to trust whatever you get. You might just get the answer before I even do the exercise, so just stick with what you got, okay? I want you to close your eyes and take a deep breath in. Exhale. Now I want you to imagine yourself in a garden. As you walk into this garden, you realize there's so many different fruits around you. But I want you to keep looking because there's one particular fruit here that is grabbing your attention. Now you see this fruit. I want you to reach your hand out and grab this fruit. Now open up your hand and look at this fruit. What color is this fruit? Does this fruit feel familiar to you? Now stay with this image and open your eyes. You ready? It is a strawberry. Did you get that right?
I just knew it was a red apple. I just knew it was a red apple. If you didn't think it was a red apple or an apple at all, you're capping. But let me know what you got. Well, you guys, hey, that's another one in the books, man. Hey, I appreciate you guys for stopping by yet again and watching another one with me. If you haven't already, smash that like button for me, smash that subscribe button, and I will definitely catch you on the next one.